Hi, my name is Coach Chestnut. I am one of the founders and owners of MAXSpeed Performance Fitness.
And I'm Earl Chestnut, as well as one of the founders and owners of MAXSpeed Performance Fitness.
We used to take our kids to Boca, Florida to train with Tony Villani at XPE Sports. And so we noticed that the kids in Florida, when we went to track meets, we saw how much faster they were and how conditioned they were during the season. And so we realized that they were also training in the off season. So Earl and I came up with the idea to start MAXSpeed so that our kids could have that same opportunity to train in the off season to be better prepared for the track season.
It started in our living room, transitioned to our garage, and then
to the YMCA.
And then as we started growing, we went over to the YMCA. But in the process of training them, we knew that we had to also make sure that the kids around them was as good as they were, because, you are your environment, and we realized that we had to, continue to create an environment that they can be competitive in, but also have good sportsmanship and good just work ethic. Only so many kids are going to be genetically gifted to be able to go out and perform at high levels in any sport without training. If you train like a pro, you have a better chance to perform like a pro. Why wait till they get to college to find out, they're not performing at that elite level where they can transition to the NFL, to transition to be a pro athlete? Every picture on the wall has a story. And, this was not a coach or business decision. This was strictly a decision made by the kid.
You can't win championships without athletes. This is where we help build athletes. My name is Warren Ewer. I am the facility director here at MAXSpeed, and also I'm the head girls track and field coach at Ridgeview High School here in South Carolina. So, here at MAXSpeed, humble beginnings, started right around the COVID time. I believe we opened up, March, and then literally that next month COVID hit. But the good thing about MAXSpeed that I love dearly is we're a we try to create a family vibe, giving these athletes, young athletes, an area where they can develop their craft, have a safe haven to where they can get out of the elements, come inside and really tackle the intricacies of their deficiencies of what they need to work on. Once they come in and they see the vibe, they feel the vibe, they want to get better. They see the athletes that are on the wall of our, wall of fame, and knowing the production that they have gotten within their time spent here and then going out to their respective high schools. It's just a great opportunity, and that's what we really want here at MAXSpeed. We don't want to take away the practicing aspect of what you do at high school. We just want to make sure that we are supplementing these athletes to where once you leave here, you have a little bit better understanding of what the demands are from your high school coach. So when you get back to them, know you're not a finished project, but you're a work in progress. And so now, so those teachings, those ideologies, they start developing, and it's like a pyramid, right? Bricks are stacked on top of bricks on top of bricks. So, and we're training maybe 4 or 5 months for the season, and maybe starting a month before the season starts. So really our kids are only training at the time 5 months out of the year, where, we're talking with other teams around the nation, and like, hey, they're really getting in year round. So the idea of finding or having a place for our kids to kind of train in a safe environment started to grow. That seed was planted there. And then from there, Earl really hit the ground running, trying to find locations that best fit our kids in the surrounding areas. And that's how MAXSpeed was started.
We saw that we had great athletes in South Carolina, but we were not able to excel to the point where we were winning a lot. We could win some, but not a lot. We thought we needed something, a facility that could bring about more advancement, more progression, and growth and development. And so MAXSpeed was formed for that purpose, for those athletes.
You ever bought a car you never saw. So you have to see it to want it. And we wanted to be able to create that environment where, our youth can see it, touch it, and want it. And if you can create more of that, we can definitely have more impact on our youth in the community.
MAXSpeed offers speed development, growth, and weaknesses that an athlete would have when it comes to their sport. There's no specific sport. We say all sports. All sports require speed, so MAXSpeed can give them that opportunity to progress and get better, develop when it comes to fundamentals of explosiveness, fundamentals of speed, fundamentals of coordination and balance. So we work a lot of that to advance the kids and just, help them to grow and develop. I love what I do. I love helping the kids. I love making sure that they're being mentored, that they're in a positive situation, in a safe environment. I think all kids need some type of training, and I think MAXSpeed can offer that opportunity to help them grow and get to where they need to be.
The sports that I participate in are track, football, and basketball. The accomplishments I've made this year are winning nationally in the 400-meter and reaching my goal of a minute. What I like about MAXSpeed is that they come up with new challenges for us every day to work on. I've learned that when it's tough during my workout, I should take that and think about how everybody's coming for me since I won the national championship.
So a friend of a friend introduced me to Coach Earl and MAXSpeed, and when I saw what they were doing there, I knew I had to be a part of that because it's something that I didn't have growing up, and I know if I did, I would be in a way, way better situation, of course. So I wanted to be a part of that. I joined the team, and I have been locked in ever since.
Hey there, my name is Isaiah Moore, coach at MAXSpeed. A little bit about our journey getting here. I was third place world medalist at a World Youth Championships in Ukraine. Also got third in long jump, seventh in the hurdles. Went on to go to USC, became the facility record holder. After running my last year professionally, well, I kind of stopped because I broke my foot, but after I broke my foot, ended up here. A friend told me, hey, you might want to try coaching. I was like, I don't really want to. Slowly, I came here, sat for a couple of days, watched it, started to like it, started to really like it, see that there was lots of groups of kids that aren't just track here. And I thought, wow, let me help kids that aren't normally running track learn how to run track with their sports. I found that really enjoyable and slowly became 3 years in.
I play football and I'm in the 7th grade. And these are some of my accomplishments. I first started coming to MAXSpeed when I was 8. And I really started to get better at football and to get my speed up because I didn't have good form. And I just continue going through the years and I just got better and better. I like the coaching, the people that help me here. And I like the drills that we do because I feel it helps me develop through track and football.
You don't want to come to MAXSpeed. You will have a friendly, nice coaches and some coaches that will push you and not be too soft on you. And I also feel that the coaches and the people here are nice.
We train our youth today for a brighter tomorrow.
When I think about a community, I think about a few different things, a few different entities. I think about the church in that community. I think about the school in that community. I think about the park in that community. And they all, from my experience, need to be intertwined when you talk about the identity of that particular community. And the one thing that I know for a fact that MAXSpeed is a staple in this community. What I really appreciate about MAXSpeed is just the family atmosphere. And I found out about the facility because I needed to get some supplemental training for my son, who at the time, CJ Rich was a starting point guard over at Spring Valley High School, and just watching this game and watching this development and understanding how important it was to get some extra training. I kept asking around for the best place to take my son, and MAXSpeed kept coming up. It kept coming up over and over and over again. So I finally reached out and got my son signed up and registered. And I think what impressed me more than anything was just the overall atmosphere, the family atmosphere, the professionalism, just the entire setup. and just the training, the staff. They were so well trained, they're qualified. And you know, you often talk about when you're watching a sporting event, a game within the game. There's a game on the surface, but there's also a game beneath the surface. And at MAXSpeed, I was just able to observe. They didn't know who I was. They didn't know my background, but I was watching, I was observing, and I wanted to make sure I was bringing my son to the right place to get the supplemental training that he needed